Today we get to do one of my favorite things, which is review trends that are given to us completely for free by extremely reputable sources, so you can get a better understanding on what is performing well now and what consumers are buying, so we can adopt them for our own businesses, specifically print-on-demand businesses, which is where I have found success being an at-home entrepreneur. For the last 3 years, I have grown my business to over $250,000 in revenue, and now in addition to running that business, I make videos like this, talking you through how you can find success too. And today we are reviewing the spring and summer Etsy trend edit, and I'm so excited. This is absolutely my favorite thing to do, is just walk through juicy data to get an understanding on how consumers are thinking and where the puck is moving. And there are a lot of trends in here that are kind of unsurprising, but others that I was like, wow, this is amazing. So I'm excited to walk through each of those. And I'm not stopping there. In addition to showing you what the trends are, I'm gonna give you my own opinion on how you can adopt these for print on demand and how these can come to life across print on demand. And I'm partnering with Printful to walk through those specific examples of which tangible products you can pair these trends onto. Let's jump into it. If you are new here, please like and subscribe. I post videos like this weekly talking about print on demand trends, but also just tips, tricks, and hacks on how to improve your print on demand business, and whether that's getting started or scaling, different marketing ideas, different channels you can go to, so that's interesting to you. I'm so happy to have you like and subscribe. So a little bit of a recap here on the Etsy trend reports. Every couple of months, they release another one of these that gives us as Etsy sellers an idea on what is performing well with data-backed numbers. Obviously, Etsy is a huge platform, so if they are showing these trends, it means that large amounts of revenue are coming from consumers into sellers' shops, and so it's something that we should pay attention to. Not all of these trends are going to be print on demand. Since Etsy is primarily a more DIY and bespoke personalized marketplace, a lot of these trends are going to be focused on like physical goods that aren't print on demand, but that's not going to stop me from giving you ideas on how to make them applicable for print on demand. Our girl Dana is the Etsy trend expert. I love her so much. Thank you for doing this for us, and we're gonna keep talking about them. And before we actually get into the trends, her note here I think is so interesting, and it underscores a trend and a theme that we're seeing across other categories as well. What she notes here is that shoppers are stepping away from the AI overload and wanting to get back to real connection. We've seen this in other categories as well. When we look at Pinterest, and there are things like slow motherhood and screen-free summer that are popping up as people want to detach from all this like AI slop that they're consistently seeing on their phones, and they want to get their noses out of their phones and live life in a more meaningful way. People don't want mass production, which is why print on demand and personalization has been such a cornerstone with the successful print on demand business. That is something that as print on demand sellers, we have a unique advantage that we can do personalized goods because none of our products are made until they're actually ordered. So lean really heavily, if you are a print on demand seller, into the made to order element of your business. People are resonating with that right now. People want intentional buying, and while it's subtle and probably isn't going to move the needle so far, if you are expressing to your customer and to your consumer the intention of your products and where they're coming from, that they are made to order, that is going to resonate with a specific audience. So right here we're seeing the first trend being soft stitch era, and that's relating back to things that are more tactile. They call out things like crochet, embroidery, and stitched textures are stepping into the spotlight. What I love about this trend is that while it's gonna be hard to do different like patterns with print on demand, one thing that has blown up with print on demand in the last couple of years has been embroidery. We can absolutely do embroidery with print on demand, and the amount of products that are launching and applications of embroidery are continuing to expand. With Printful, for example, they offer a wide variety of embroidery products that go across unlimited embroidery, so you can do different colors to standard coloring, but different products like beanies, like crew neck. This is a product that I was able to source print on demand with embroidery. So being able to have that embroidered element is definitely possible. We saw there on the trend report that being able to have embroidered totes was a big one, and we're able to do those products with print on demand. As we move over to the next trend, it is World of Whimsy. And I love this one because we've seen these like brighter colors pop up. We used to be in more of this like minimalist realm. We're still seeing minimalists do well, but world of whimsy and having bright colors and individuality and wanting to not be so cookie cutter is absolutely rising to the top. And one of the stats that I love to see here was polka dot phone cases up 835%. Phone cases are one of those items that does really well with print on demand, and you can source these from Printful. Any type of creativity can be applied to a phone case. And for a pro tip, if you are interested in launching into phone cases, you should consider getting those products live ahead of something like an Apple new phone drop, which typically happens in the fall, because whenever those new phones come out, people are typically buying new phones, which means that the later model ends up becoming cheaper, and so a lot of people will get that model. So that is the time where people are significantly turning over their phones. So understanding which trends, like polka dot phone cases, maybe it's striped phone cases. We've seen a lot of personalized pet stripes, pinstripes do really well. That's another area you could consider here too. But I really like the idea and the trend here that with so much heaviness in the world, there's constantly something bad happening on the news. People are just wanting a little bit of whimsy. You want to be able to have these moments that are funny and self-deprecating, which is also why we saw in 2025 and now still 2026, different like self-deprecating tees that cause a little bit of a giggle to perform well. There's this t-shirt right now that says off to cause a kerfuffle that is performing really well across Etsy right now too. So these are going to continue to come to light, and we're seeing this trend of World of Whimsy that is portraying through these different product types as well. Moving over to the next trend, Gothic romance. This was another one that we saw kind of start to resonate in the Pinterest Predicts report that comes out in 2025 for 2026. So this more textured romantic theming has been very popular across the wedding scene, but also just within homeware and everything in general. While it's harder to do a lot of these things with print on demand, there is still potential to bring in more of these dark colors and moody vibes to your designs if you operate within this aesthetic. Moving on to the next trend, which is called treat yourself. And this is one that resonates with me as an individual. Gen Z, while I'm not Gen Z, is in their little treat era. I also love a little treat. If I'm having a hard day at work, I want a little treat. A couple months ago, I hit 10K subscribers. Thank you to everybody watching this on YouTube. And that was my little moment and my little celebration, where would I have celebrated that in the past? No. But taking the time to pause and celebrate something that you are proud of that maybe isn't a standard celebration is rising to the top. We're seeing things pop up here for 1 year sober, just because moments last year up 39%. We see a baseball cap here that says I'm single. People are wanting to celebrate these moments of maybe getting their life back and getting their life on track, or achieving the small things. Maybe that was paying taxes for the first time or paying off their credit card debt. These are all moments that are happening every single day. So it's an area that as print on demand sellers, we could absolutely launch hats and t-shirts and totes and all these different types of things that fit within these little treat yourself moments. And people are wanting to buy those items to celebrate those little moments. For me, I typically just get dessert, but I also could understand getting a cute little hat or something like that too. What I thought was really interesting here is that 55% of Gen Z bought a gift in the past year, outpacing millennials. So there does seem to be this overarching theme of the younger demographic wanting to be more gift forward and celebrate these little moments. Moving over to the next trend, which is Botanical Bride, which is another one that I think is perfect for Etsy and perfect for print on demand. We typically see flowers do well, and a lot of bridal and bachelorette stuff do well. So being able to cross niche those two together is a beautiful little combination that all of us could take inspiration from. The stats, if we look at it, show that bridesmaid baskets are up 4,200%, and wildflower wedding signs more than doubled. If you are a digital download seller and you do a lot of your work on Canva and creating templates, this is a great opportunity for you to add flowers into a lot of your items. If this is performing well for brides, it's absolutely going to perform well for every other occasion out there that exists. 30th birthday parties, bachelorette parties, birthday parties, 50th birthday parties, all types of things are going to resonate within the flower realm. So this is an area where you could do a lot with. The other reason I like this trend is that there are tons of ways in order for us to utilize flowers and generate those flowers with AI to create maybe bundles. So flowers are performing well here. You could always create a mug or some sort of product that takes a photo of the bride's bouquet, turns that into a watercolor design, and is now printed across a mug or something like that. There are areas where you no longer have to do everything yourself. And so if you can apply that and cross niche that to flowers, you are likely going to be ahead of the crowd here, especially with Etsy, where bride and bachelorette are huge categories. Moving on over to Dear Diary, which is another one that is popping off, and we've seen products within the diary and the notebook and the manifestation space perform really well. That is continuing to pop up here, not just for manifestation and people wanting to journal their thoughts, but with travel diaries as well. Once again, this theming of getting off of digital and getting back to standard analog tactile, it's here, it's right in front of me, I'm touching it, is really, really popular. So they've seen memory journals go up 189%, leather journal covers up 126%, and journal charms up 479% with Gen Z. What I like about this too is it kind of touches on that first note of people wanting to get back to real life, real things. And there's plenty of areas that with print on demand, we can lean into this. People are wanting to get out and travel more, see things, and yeah, they're gonna take pictures, but they wanna have those like notes and thoughts as well that they can reference and kind of read back on. They specifically note here that as screens dominate everything, shoppers are reclaiming rituals that can't be swiped away. Personal keepsakes, handwritten notes, journal accessories. The analog revival is so back as scrapbooking and documenting turn into intentional nostalgia and a way to slow the scroll. Anything that allows for a crafting opportunity is performing well. And these are areas where you might say, oh, that's not gonna be very helpful with print on demand. It's totally helpful with print on demand. If you pop on over to Printful, they have a couple of different products that are gonna fit this perfectly, one of which is going to be their journals. So they have hardcover journals that are a very affordable price point. You can absolutely add a cute cover onto this, cross niche it with some of the other themes that we've seen earlier, and sell these products for a very profitable price point. Right now they're charging with Printful Growth $6.94, which is very reasonable. They also have this soft cover journals as well. And what's great about these is some of them allow you to do prints on the inside of the journal as well. So you can really personalize it for if it's a travel journal or if it's just a morning journal that you record your thoughts in. And what I'm also loving about Printful is they have this hardcover bound journal as well that has different colors and is more high end. So if you want to be able to offer this journal that has actually very similar to what I have here right now, a journal that has like a strap and a thing down here, that's absolutely possible within Printful as well, and it comes in different colors that I'm absolutely loving. Here you can see the different colors that they offer and the construction of the inside, so the quality is really, really strong, and once again, a price point that is very realistic with $11 for the price point of the product and then $5.50 with shipping. I gave a couple of really good ideas on my last video talking about different print-on-demand business ideas that you should be launching today if you're interested in starting print-on-demand. I will link that here, but spoiler alert, one of those was going to be greeting cards as well. And so this thought of like people wanting to write handwritten notes and have handwritten notes is showing up within the trends that we're actually seeing pop up on Etsy as well. Some of the best performing Etsy listings in the last couple of months have been greeting cards, where the seller is charging $5 to $6 for the greeting card plus $5 in shipping to send out this greeting card, so that way the buyer can actually send that greeting card. But being able to have these greeting cards, people can have handwritten notes, not a text message, not an email, but a handwritten note, are performing well, and we're seeing that in the data. And Printful is one of the places that you are gonna be able to source greeting cards at a price point that is realistic as well. Again, you're gonna have to do a bit more volume on these to really make it make sense for a lot of you. I'm happy if I can list a product and sell one or two a day and make coffee money every single day. But if you're wanting to make hundreds, if not thousands of dollars per month in print on demand, you're probably gonna need to do a hefty amount of volume. But if you're happy with being able to start print on demand and launch something that allows you to cover your car payment every month or pay for the electric bill, this is also a way to absolutely do that. So for here, we can see that they are offering the greeting card on their website. It's about $250 and $217 with Printful Growth, and then the shipping starts at $429. But we are seeing examples of this where sellers are selling them for $5 to $6 and also charging shipping as well. So you could still make 30% profit on these products. They're just lower price point items. And lastly, the category highlighted here is everyday exhibits, which just walks through the fact that people are continuing to want to refresh their space and have wall art and different prints be in rotation throughout their homes. So we see here that abstract art is up 38%, gallery prints up 80%, wall decor mirrors up 50%. And a lot of the images that they're adding onto here are kind of a bit more rustic, but in the actual note, they call out that the early 2000s pop culture, nostalgic nods to childhood bedrooms. This trend of nostalgia and wanting to, again, get off your phone and just like live in the moment is coming up in how people are decorating their homes as well. So consider different ways that you might be able to go back to the basics and give more of that like rustic feel that we're kind of seeing pop up here in these images here too. But I do think the main takeaway for this trend is that wall art, digital prints, those are all gonna be areas that people are going to want to buy continuously, because as these trends change and people change, and inevitably maybe the pendulum will swing back the other way and everybody's going to be hyped about digital again in a couple of years. People are going to want to change that up. So if you are in the business of creating these prints, there are plenty of opportunities out there for you. I love walking through these with you. I'm going to have a couple more trend reports coming soon, so make sure that you are subscribed. If this was helpful whatsoever, hit the like button, drop a comment. I'm very open to any other ideas that you have or questions that you have regarding print on demand. You can drop those in the comments beneath too. I will catch you on the next one.